Hey guys, what's going on? In this video, I'm going to talk about just what is functional movement, my experience with it, and why I believe that if you're a runner, you'd be seriously crazy to run one more step without it. But before we get started, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell for notifications. So, okay, what is functional movement? There are a variety of definitions out there, but I'm gonna give you mine. It's movement with a purpose. And that purpose is totally defined by you. What is it that you wanna do with your body? Do you wanna run, ride, hike, climb, swim? For me, functional movement helps me to move better so that I can run farther, faster, and stronger. It's a movement practice that helps you to explore your range of motion from head to toe and in 360 degrees. In my world, by my definition, that means a practice that includes traditional strength training, yoga, and functional range conditioning. Okay, so why is functional movement important? Well, first and foremost, it helps your body to move better in 360 degrees. And this is a concept that you'll hear me come back to time and time again. It helps to build strength and stability around the joints, and it keeps them well lubricated and moving smoothly. Functional movement is also really important because it helps us to get the right length-tension relationship in the muscles. When this relationship is out of balance, our muscles feel tight or sore or like we just can't get everything out of them that we want or need. One last important thing, it gives the body a respite from your training. So if you're running or riding or climbing or hiking all the time and doing nothing else, you might want to think about incorporating some functional movement. So one of the most important elements of functional movement is that it helps you to build up a picture of how your body moves and how you move from side to side. Like, does your right side move as fluidly as your left, or is your right side on lockdown? And so naturally, we can use functional movement to help us understand where our strengths are, where our weaknesses are, and where we should really be spending more time. All right, with all of that said, why is it an important part of your training plan? Well, for me, after years of running without functional movement, I can honestly say that running with it is hands down way better. Functional movement is a crucial part of your training plan because it helps you to build strength, stability, mobility, flexibility, range of motion, and it builds in a little bit of rest. Rest that you probably should have in there, but for whatever reason, it's either not there in the first place or you skip it. You might have heard me tell this story before, but when I came to running about 10 or 11 years ago, I already had really bad right sciatic pain in my hip. It was so bad that I literally couldn't bend over to pick things up off the floor, let alone put on my socks and my shoes to head out for a run. And I tried to power through with the old RICE protocol and some stretching, but I knew that that was not going to be a long-term solution to this very severe problem. It took me a number of years, a myriad of doctor's appointments, and a lot of experimentation before I finally discovered functional movement and the right balance of functional movement and running in my training plan, the right balance that worked for me. Okay, so when should you start a functional movement practice? My answer is now, second only to yesterday. It is seriously never too late to start. You're also never too old, too tight, or too inexperienced to do functional movement. And those are by far the top 3 objections that I hear all the time. How to start. Start with the basics. If you haven't already, dive down into the notes below and download my free pre-run dynamic warm-up. It's a short movement practice that's perfect for somebody who's new to functional movement, and there's literally no better time to start incorporating functional movement than right before you head out for a run. Okay guys, that's it. That's my definition of functional movement, a little bit about me and how I incorporate it into my training plan and why I believe that you'd be silly to run one more step without it. As always, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and be sure to hit the bell for notifications so that you don't miss a thing. That's all for this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!